In the meantime, if you find that your brush gets a little dirty, then just gently wipe it all away and begin loading it back up again with a touch of water and collecting the pigment from your palette, and you can begin. I always go in with a gentle touch in the middle, and actually that's enough to blend out with a dry brush. So all you have to do is gently blend it out with a virtually clean brush. That is so delicately done. And then you can add a bit of colouring by even dotting and let it do its own thing. Wash the brush, and if you want to blend, go back in and let it come up to the brush and flow. And if you're very patient and you put a small amount of a darker pigment, just enter it on the leaf line where the veins are and let it amalgamate out on its own. And if you don't like the feeling, just blend it back in a little bit like that and make the darker pieces, push them out to the edges just gently. And as you can see, it's starting to create a more 3D effect. Go to the tips. And I would suggest with your stems, just make them a slight tone of green and add it to some ochre, yellow. And blend. There's a lot of water on there, so I'm going to dab it dry. And come on through into where I want it to be and gently blend it. I'll move it away from the leaf, so I'll go this way with my brush and go down to the stem. Now here I want it a little bit darker, so I'm literally dabbing my brush at the very tip. Maybe off screen here, so I'll come and bring that forward, and I've dabbed it in. Now if you feel that's too dark for that little area, once again go in and blend it. And say to yourself, how would I see it? You have the darker element here because the sun isn't getting to it and it has shadow. So what you can do is let that dry. Dry your brush. Get a very small amount on the tip. You can see on this very tip how small that tip is. And I'm just going to enter again into here. And that's my shadow. If I want to blend it out a little bit, just come back in. Look at it. And let it be, let it dry and see how it turns out. This is now upside down. Going back to this leaf here, you can see where I put the dots. Let's see if we can now reblend those back out because they They look like they've got some kind of blotting that's gone wrong. So let's gently work on that. And this is what I do if it goes wrong. You've seen me take things away. So you gently water it and pick it back up. So you need to water it a little bit so that you can pull the pigment back up.